If it ain't Anthony Joshua next, I'm not interested in boxing. I'll eat 1,000 Easter eggs, go up to 35 stone, I'm out. I'm not interested. It's either him or I'm gone again. I'm not interested at all. I'm not interested in up-and-comers. I'm not interested in someone trying to prove a point over me. I don't care. I don't care about rankings. I don't care about belts. I only care now about AJ, that fight. That's the defining fight for British boxing.
Just that we're negotiating. There's no fight yet, but I'm very confident the fight happens. And AJ's not that guy that's going to get in the ring and start screaming and shouting when there's no contracts on it.
I had to come back. You listen, I had to come back and win.
That is fucked up to be honest.
If Big AJ don't want to fight, then I'm back in retirement again. Fuck.
Tyson Fury has dropped a shocking warning while reacting to the possibility of facing Anthony Joshua. He makes it clear that if Anthony Joshua refuses to accept the fight, he is ready to walk away from boxing and retire again. This explosive statement has sent shockwaves across the heavyweight division.
The ball's in AJ's corner. If he wants to do the fight, he will. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
How long do you give it?
I want to fight again in August or September. And hold on. August or September, and I'll be ready. I want free.
Anthony Joshua gives a very real and honest update about where he stands right now, making it clear he is not avoiding anyone and not backing away from big fights. He explains he has been dealing with serious personal issues and needs full focus before stepping back into the ring. Even then, he confirms his mindset is still in boxing, and once he is fully ready, he will return at 100% and be dangerous for anyone in a heavyweight division.
That could be a warm-up fight after what I saw tonight, but we'll see. We'll see. I was just in a serious incident maybe 4 months ago, innit? Do you know what I mean? So I need to really check out what's going on with my return to the ring, you know. So, but I'm here. I'm keeping my eye in the game. There's real stuff happening in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm not ducking no one. I know what my job is. I know what I'm here to do. But there's just real stuff happening in my life that I also got to attend to. And once I'm 100%. I'll be ready, 100%.
Tyson Fury is back with serious intensity, speaking like a man who wants the biggest fights only. He shuts down the idea of a tune-up and pushes the focus straight to elite-level opponents like Anthony Joshua. His confidence is loud and clear, showing he believes he is still the main man in the heavyweight division and ready for any challenge.
Like, I've come back, I've been out the ring 16 months, coming off 2 losses. He's just had a good win himself and knocked Jake Paul's spark out, done everyone a favour, yeah? I like Jake, just say that. But listen, he give everyone what they wanted, knocked him clean out, yeah? Not me, but everybody else. And now, they're on about, let's do a Wilder warm-up. Why do they want to fight Wilder for? Fight the fucking Gypsy King. Fuck Wilder, he's a bum. I've battered him 3 times. Wilder...
Duke McKenzie highlights how Anthony Joshua is refusing to be drawn into Tyson Fury's mind games, choosing a calm and controlled approach instead. While Fury tries to create chaos and pressure for a reaction, Joshua stays disciplined and focused on his own terms. This contrast is building even more tension between both camps, making the potential showdown feel inevitable and even more explosive for fans watching closely.
Immediately after the fight. Now, AJ's response was, well, I'm not playing your game, I'm not going to jump in the ring, I'm not going to start bad-mouthing you, and you're not going to start pushing me around. You know, AJ's his own man, ultimately, as is Fury. Fury did it his way, where he thought he could incite a little bit of tension and make everybody start sitting up and believe that he actually meant business because he wants to fight AJ. I believe he wants to fight AJ because he knows now.
Dominic Ingle gives a more technical breakdown, pointing out that Tyson Fury looked far from his sharpest in his recent outing. He suggests Fury's movement and timing were not at elite level, which raises questions ahead of a potential clash with Anthony Joshua. Despite the win, there are clear signs he will need to improve if he truly wants to dominate against a fully focused Joshua in a massive heavyweight showdown.
Not like when you're young, you can step out of the ring for a year, come back and carry on boxing, have time out and carry on, pick it up. You can do that, but once you get past 30, 35, it's totally different kettle of fish. Tyson came in light, fair play. He didn't look in great shape. He did look a bit skinny and a bit loose, but it was enough to get him through the rounds and just do enough. There were times when he held on to Mahamadov and grabbed him around the neck, and he did look a bit out of place, to be honest. And I would have thought that Tyson would have been able to just stand there, just pop and move half a step away, keep away from him, spin around him. But, you know, he did enough to beat that kid. It wasn't particularly impressive. And if Tyson's looking for that Joshua fight, and he'll be a few years older than Joshua.
Eddie Hearn strongly rejects the idea that Anthony Joshua is scared, instead turning the pressure back onto Tyson Fury. He insists Fury is the one trying to control the narrative, while Joshua is simply waiting for the right terms. This back and forth only adds more fuel to the rivalry, with both sides confident and both camps believing the fight is closer than ever to finally happening.
AJ called him the landlord in there. Is he just sick of the years of back and forth at this point?
Because he wants to call the shots, Fury. He always has done. And that's why the fight never happened. So AJ's just saying, look, you need me, you're calling me, and you'll get me. Yeah, the fight, very confident the fight will happen, but at the moment, nothing signed.
Fury said AJ's terrified. Obviously, you don't agree, but yeah, what do you make of that?
Terrified of what? That tonight?
Yeah.
You think you'd be terrified of that? Come on. Even Fury fans, as I was walking out tonight, not the same energy. They know.
Arslanbek Makhmudov delivers a bold prediction, suggesting that Tyson Fury is fully tested and now ready for a showdown with Anthony Joshua. He believes Fury has the tools to win by points or knockout, showing strong confidence in his abilities. This adds more pressure to the heavyweight conversation, as opinions continue to split on who would truly come out on top in this massive clash.
You have crazy strong punch, I think if you ask Tyson Fury, he will tell you. And he did good test himself. And now he ready for Joshua. For Joshua, he already 100% he can beat him.
Points, knockout, do you think?
This stuff I don't know, but I think he beat him easy,
Max Kellerman breaks down Anthony Joshua's position, suggesting that his comments are less about delay and more about strategy. Joshua is not refusing the fight, but instead positioning himself carefully before stepping into the biggest challenge of his career. This creates even more anticipation, as Tyson Fury continues pushing for immediate action while Joshua plays the long game.
Anthony Joshua said he would take the fight, but on his own time. After the fight, AJ said he's still dealing with a lot of things, but he'll be ready, guys. And the quote was, as I said, on his own time. It looked to me like AJ was staking out a negotiating position. How did it look to you?
Yeah, I think it was a power move from Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn to say, hey, we're the ones in control. Obviously, they are not, right? Tyson Fury is the cash cow.
Yes, he is.
I'm the landlord is what he
right,
said.
Come on,
yes,
he's the 10th, let's be real. But I liked it, it was a great line. And Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, this is similar to Mayweather-Pacquiao. It's gonna happen past when we wanted to see it.
Ajit Kabale reflects on the performance and makes it clear that the heavyweight scene is unpredictable right now. He admits even experienced fighters are struggling to confidently pick a winner between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. His comments show just how close and dangerous this matchup is perceived to be. The fact that opinions are divided adds more hype and uncertainty, making fans even more curious about how this super fight would actually play out inside the ring.
This was a good show, for the fans. Yeah, we will see. I think all the fans in Britain will see the fight. AJ versus Fury.
Who do you think will win that fight after what you saw tonight?
I don't know.
I
don't know. But my prediction is very bad. I say to you, Fury will win the fight maybe in the first 4 rounds. But you see the result. I don't know. Really, I don't know.
Do you think
Johnny Nelson stresses that the timing for Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is critical, warning that delays could ruin the scale of the fight. He believes both fighters are at a stage where they cannot afford setbacks or tune-up bouts if they want to preserve the magnitude of the showdown. His opinion reinforces the idea that this is the biggest fight in boxing, even bigger than other elite heavyweight matchups, and it must happen soon.
Doubt, regardless of all the heavyweights around the world, it is the biggest fight in boxing to it, even now. But you can't leave it too long. And we've had the Gypsies warning. AJ got turned over. Fury's been retired. Now that you've got the chance for this to happen, you can't leave it too long, because one of them lose. That is no longer the biggest fight in boxing.
So AJ doesn't get a warm up.
And you know what? I think AJ and Fury is bigger than anybody you put in.
Dillian White gives a very direct and emotional take, criticizing the hesitation around making the fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. He believes both fighters should stop talking and just agree to step in the ring while they are still at their peak. His frustration reflects the fans' mindset, as the boxing world grows impatient waiting for this massive heavyweight clash to finally be confirmed.
He just said I'm the boss, I'm the landlord, and I don't know. He just says AJ stuff, just bollocks. Just say yes, it's the biggest fight in real boxing. Just say yeah, you let him get any younger, you let us get older. The fight's getting harder and harder to make. Just take the fight and just shut up. Just have the fight. That's the difference between me and him. I'll have it. I'll fucking have it. You don't need to go with me into a fight. I'll have it. You need to go with me and have it right away, you know? It makes sense.
Shane Fury explains how dangerous the current heavyweight landscape is, where one mistake can change everything instantly. He suggests that both fighters should move straight into major fights without delay, because timing is everything at this stage. His assessment shows that Tyson Fury still has confidence in himself, but also acknowledges that the gap between him and Anthony Joshua has closed significantly, making this potential clash far more competitive than before.
Because listen, interim fights for both men, it's a dangerous thing. As you can see in there, listen, it takes one punch. So for me, if it's going to happen, let it happen next. And then the winner can probably go on to do AJ. If he wins, he could probably go and fight the world title. If Tyson wins, he can go and fight Usyk.
How does that fight go? How does your brother?
Listen, if you'd have asked me 5 or 6 years ago, or 4 or 5 years ago, however long it would have been, it'd have been 75-25 Tyson. Now it evens up. The odds has evened up. I reckon I'd favour Tyson, but it's a close one. Both men's aged. It's just who's aged most.
Sugar Hill praises Tyson Fury's return, focusing on his energy and personality rather than just technical boxing performance. He highlights how Fury thrives as an entertainer, bringing life to every moment from press conferences to fight nights. This kind of confidence and charisma is what keeps the heavyweight division exciting, and it also adds more heat to a potential showdown with Anthony Joshua, where personality and pressure will matter as much as skill inside the ring.
I thought he did good. I thought he had fun. Things he had worked on in training camp. More importantly, just him being happy, being back an entertainer. Forget about boxing. He's an entertainer. Entertaining at the press conference, the weigh-ins, on the ride to the...
Amir Khan highlights how Tyson Fury's return has reignited the entire heavyweight division, especially the long-awaited clash with Anthony Joshua. He praises Fury's performance and suggests that both fighters are now in the perfect position for a super fight. The idea of this matchup happening next adds huge excitement, as British boxing fans have been waiting years for this moment. If both stay active and healthy, this could finally be the fight that defines an entire era in heavyweight boxing history.
Tyson Fury was fantastic today. He boxed really well, and it's great to see that he's back on the scene again. And obviously, he boxed so well today. 2 years out the ring, or something like that. I think he's back now, where we want to see that mega fight now with him and AJ. I think that fight could be next for both of them. What a massive fight that would be for British boxing. And let's see where it goes, man.
What did you think of?
Paris Fury gives an emotional and supportive view of Tyson Fury's comeback, showing the personal side behind the fighter. She highlights his dedication in training and how much effort he has put into preparing himself. Despite the challenges and difficulties, she stands fully behind him, which adds a human layer to the heavyweight story. This emotional backing also strengthens Fury's image as someone fighting not just for titles, but for passion and family pride ahead of a potential mega fight with Anthony Joshua.
Don't get me wrong, there was a few little nasty bits, but it's a very, very great thing to see your person you love do what you love.
Teofimo Lopez gives a balanced but slightly cautious prediction, suggesting Tyson Fury still needs time to fully sharpen before facing elite opposition like Anthony Joshua. He acknowledges Fury's talent, but also leans towards Joshua having a slight edge in a high-level 12-round fight. This kind of opinion adds even more debate to the heavyweight scene, as fighters themselves remain split on who would truly dominate if this long-awaited clash finally happens.
Yeah, I think that maybe one more fight and then the AJ for the end of the year this year. But I think that the people need it, man. It's been like long overdue. And but for Fury, seeing him the way he fought, he was getting his momentum here and there. And you know, I think in a 12-round fight now, coming into it, the next fight, I think we're going to see a better version of him.
What would you make of the Anthony Joshua fight? How would you see him playing now?
I love Fury. I've always been a fan of Fury. I think that AJ might edge.
Tommy Fury pushes hard for the fight to finally happen, stressing that there is no point in delaying it any longer. He acknowledges Anthony Joshua's personal challenges, but still believes the time for excuses is over. According to him, this is the fight fans have been waiting for over a decade, and it must be made now. His comments reflect the growing pressure in boxing circles, where everyone wants to see Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury settle the biggest rivalry in heavyweight boxing history.
Of course, definitely. I see it happening this year. If AJ gets his shit together, like I say, he's gone through a lot. I understand that, but I don't think a tune-up fight helps or doesn't help. Let's just get the fight on. It should have happened 10 years ago, So hopefully he can get done.
This entire build-up is reaching boiling point as the heavyweight division stands on the edge of something massive. Tyson Fury is openly saying he will walk away from boxing again if Anthony Joshua does not step up, showing just how personal this rivalry has become. On the other side, Anthony Joshua is staying calm but focused, making it clear that he is dealing with serious real-life situations but still keeping his eyes locked on the biggest fights in boxing. This is not just talk anymore, this is pressure building from every direction, fans, fighters, and promoters all pushing toward one final collision. If Anthony Joshua wins this fight, it confirms him as the ultimate force in British boxing and one of the greatest heavyweights of this generation. If Tyson Fury shocks the world, it only strengthens his legacy as the most unpredictable and dangerous champion of this era. Mentally, both fighters are under extreme pressure, but this is where champions are made. The question now is simple: who wants it more, and who will break first when the contract finally lands? One thing is certain: the boxing world is watching, and this fight feels closer than ever, so make sure you stay tuned and subscribe, because when this finally happens, you will not want to miss a single second of history being made.